Hello everybody, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is your spiritual guidance and psychic insight for the week of the 7th to the 13th of December 2020. If you enjoy this vlog, then please do remember to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you'd like a private reading with me, then just get on down to the website www.sarapsychic.com or .co.uk. Hello to everybody tuning in today. Thank you so much for all my regular supporters, and happy birthday to all those Sagittarians out there. If I haven't sent you a personal happy birthday, then I am doing it right now to all of you who are listening in, who I know who are special Sagittarians or people that I know. All of you are special. Now, what have we got this week? Well, we've just come out of this moon eclipse, okay, and we're going to come into a big solar one now on the new moon. Now, good news is we are on the home stretch, okay, so any difficulties that you may have experienced during that full moon lunar eclipse, remember, full moons bring up unexpected issues around relationships, around people, emotional stuff, and this was particularly around communication. And the eclipse is like a kind of new book opening of delights, of insights and guidance as we go along. The full moon was a little bit of a reminder of something or matters that we needed to just clear up before we move on. Now, I talked about us going on to this home stretch, and we're coming into this such a better time. It's such a more positive vibration. It's more motivating. It's more satisfying. It's going to be so much easier. I know right now with the pandemic, the restrictions going on, all this talk about what's going to happen at Christmas, people are feeling really fed up with it all. And actually the trend that I'm getting, and I'm feeling it myself, it's kind of boredom now. It's like we're bored of this. It was kind of exciting, then it got angry, and now it's just boring. Can we move on? Let's change the channel. Okay, so change the channel. You change the channel, all right? That anything that came up during that full moon was a reminder how to change the channel. Now, if you were aware of something coming back or something that's happened before, or like, an old irritation, or you became aware of how you reacted in some way or how you've been communicating, then good for you, because that is the first step. Being aware of how you are, who you are, how you deal with things, how you think. That's the first step into moving forwards into this positive vibration. Because unless you know, how do you change? Once you know, whether it's good or bad or happy or sad, you can alter how you do things. You can improve. You can change your thoughts. You can take a step in a new direction. And this week, what I'm seeing is a path going forwards, okay, and most of us are going to be looking at a particular goal, okay. After last week, you might be thinking, right, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to change this. I'm going to alter my ways. I've got 3 weeks till New Year's, and I've learnt that one. I'm going to tick that off. I'm going to underline that, and you'll be going forwards on this, and then suddenly there's going to be this weird bend in the road, okay. This is the new moon. Be open. Now, I don't like to use the word backup, because I don't think if we believe in what we do and we're certain, you shouldn't be always living on a backup plan. Because if you're living on a backup plan, then you're almost believing that something's going to go wrong, right? Now, I don't feel that by saying this, I'm saying don't be sensible, or, don't back up all your files on a computer or anything. I know that one. I've lost them enough times. Yeah, always back up your files, or actually have a hard copy, because if you've got a hard copy, it's there, right? Even if you've got to type it all back in again, at least it's hard and it's in your hand, not like, excuse my faux pas there, if you keep backing up on extra drives, the drives can still go wrong, okay? So in some ways, what I'm saying is a backup plan can almost unravel, or it can almost create the damage in itself. So, okay, let's not go into that, because that's me kind of getting off track here. What I'm saying is that have a plan B. Be open to an alternative, all right? Don't back yourself up because you think something's going to go wrong. Just have a goal and think, yeah, that's great, but be adaptable, all right? Because I feel that some of us if you get too headlong into something, if you get too hard focused onto what you're doing and you become really rigid, you actually become blinkered. And then you're not seeing. All you're seeing is forwards. When actually this bend is going to take you slightly off. And if you're still going forwards, and you're just going to fly off the track, all right? It's like a train coming off the rails. So it's a little bit like that, holding on so tight. So, it's so much effort that you kind of end up somewhere else. You come off track. So this week, things are going to slightly bend to the side where you're not seeing it. And this is the thing about eclipses. They hide information. It's like creating a necklace of beads. It starts off, the eclipse starts with a piece of string and one bead, all right? And that's your new beginning. And then you keep adding the beads in between until the next eclipse. And then by the end of the eclipse season, you get the whole picture, you get the whole necklace. So what is starting now is like a whole new chapter. It's a whole new way of seeing, it's a whole new way of being, which really works with this whole vibrational energy that is coming in, that we're stepping into now, that things are changing. Now, we are on the home stretch, and it may feel like you've unravelled a whole ball of string and wool, and you're really pleased with your efforts, and there's one more knot to unravel, okay? And this one's the most irritating of the lot, because it's just nitpicky, It's like you get something you want, and then everybody kind of points the finger at you, and they're not allowing you to enjoy it, Or say you throw a party and it's all about you, all right? It's your big 16th or 21st or something. And then there's issues all the time where people are going, oh yeah, but you need to do this, you need to do that, and you have to take responsibility and you can't actually enjoy it. But that's a bit like weddings, isn't it? You spend the whole time being a host rather than actually enjoying it. Not for everyone, but I think you get my meaning. And it's like you just want to enjoy that celebration, and there's this one knot that keeps sticking, and you're just like, come on. Now, you can get irritated, you can get frustrated, you can get angry, you can blame everybody else, and say, who tied that knot? Because it was clear before, I had that string completely unravelled and I was just about to sit down and watch my favourite programme, and now look, I'm just about to step into this high frequency and it's the knot there still. Just unravel it, because it's a minor thing, but it's the most important, significant detail that you need for those doors to open, for you to cross over onto that other side. And I mean over the bridge into a better place, not the other side, literally. But this new vibration, this new frequency may feel like that, because your energy is going to be lifted so much that you're going to be more connected to spirit than you ever have. This next era is all about mind. And it's all about the mindset, working with the mind, gaining knowledge. So that last knot is that last piece of detail that we need to help us be prepared. This next stage is the top position in the job that you're looking for. You may have been on the lowest rung, but you're about to step right up. So you have to have the training. You have to be prepared for what's coming. You want that respect. You want the love from people. You want that life. You have to believe it. You have to know in your heart over everything that it's still going to happen. You have to believe. And so that little knot is like a little knot of belief, self-belief. Think of it as that last little thing inside you that is just got to give. Some of us, we feel like we're so close to, we feel like we've done all the work, with the practice, we've done all the different techniques, and we're going, I've done it, I've let go. And then that little thing keeps coming back, that little bit of energy inside of mistrust or doubt or fear. And that's what that little knot is. So it's really, really important, because I feel this week the door is going to open really wide, and that some surprises could come this week that are so full of opportunity that you never saw coming. There are going to be some amazing surprises. I feel on Wednesday one of them is going to happen. There's going to be some big information coming from, I'm getting from Office, which I feel is to do with the USA. Something coming out. It's like a message coming out to, or something coming out, some information which is going to turn things around. I can see people's eyes wide open. Really? There's been so much speculation around politics and, the presidential issues and whatever's going on and the economy. But I think something is going to come to light this week. There's money luck around this week. Things are going to start taking off, and there's a really, really big change of pattern. It's much more creative as well. So really work with your sacral chakra, really work with that creative energy. Put some orange crystals around. Get some citrine, which is yellow, okay, but it's still the stone of joy, of happiness. Carry some in your purse. Get some carnelian around. Really, really lift that vibration. Get some orange lights. I don't know if you can get orange Christmas lights. Things will be more balanced in relationships if you don't stress. It's like you can be tying that knot, untying it, going like that and getting really wound up. You're sweating, you're stressing out, and you're getting angry and you're using your voice to the highest volume and blaming everybody and judging this and right? And you're just using up a load of energy. It's a waste of time. Whereas if you just calm, just focus on the job, get it done, and just go, okay, this is part of something bigger, because it is. It's like that little, we're just going to just give you this last little test. Just, you thought you were ready, guys. You really thought you were ready, but can you deal with this? It's the smallest knot of all. It's the minor detail. It's the tiniest little thing that you probably thought was insignificant. Now we're laying it at your door. What can you do with that? Are you going to get wound up? Are you going to keep you calm? Are you still going to remain focused? Because if you waste all that time on one area, what universe is saying is, if you're judging other people, you're focusing on all of that out there, who you can blame, who started this, who brought this into you, whose fault it is, the less likely you're going to stay on the right track. You're not going to see the turn when it happens. Okay, you're not going to see that. It's like that little bend in the road that just goes off, or that right turning that you can take that's going to take you to exactly where you want to go, because it's only it's subtle, You'll just keep going headlong and just on this endless road of the same thing. All right, so deal with these matters calmly, collectively, stay in your flow. Things are going to come to light. Wishes are going to come true. I've got so much abundance here and growth. Suddenly trees bearing fruit where they haven't before. Something coming up that is unexpected that you thought had died and gone. Lots and lots of revelations. People speaking their truth. In fact, speak your truth. Be honest. Own it. If someone else doesn't like it and they still want to judge you because they're still being angry about their little knot that they're trying to untie, let them do it. Because you're going to go onto a new path and they're going to keep going down that road. And actually, you're not meant to be on the same train then, guys. So don't be annoyed or angry at whatever else is going on around you. Just focus on you are coming into a better place, that this week is lifting. And things are becoming so much better. Remember, your thoughts are they're like your accelerator. Actually, they're your indicators. Because if you continue to think in one way, you're going to go in one direction. If you continue to think in another way, you're going in another direction, right? And that could be the ultimate thing that changes just that one thought. So really, really be aware of that, because once you become aware of that, that's something to be proud of. I just see more confidence this week, and things are like I say, going to take a turn. And they could take a turn where you least expect it. But there is so much fateful energy here. So just keep on that high vibration. Keep communicating in the right way. Communicate with yourself in the right way. And step into that shift, because it is going to start this week. It's really happening now, okay? Have a great week. Do check out the astrological signs, the psychic insight for them. They're all timestamped. Check out your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign. And have a great week, guys. If you want a private reading with me, just contact me. Take care. Bye for now.